Welcome back. Just turning 7:17 on your Tuesday. If you were up early this morning, you may have noticed the lunar eclipse. It peaked just about a half hour ago, but don't worry if you missed it. We caught it all on video. And meteorologist Colton Woods is live in Muskegon this morning. Colton, we got some great video, but you got to see the real thing. Tell us about it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, Emily. Unfortunately, we did have a lot of cloud cover this morning, but it was still pretty cool. We got to see at least the partial eclipse as it was really getting going around 5 a.m. and then it turned to totality really once we got to about 6:40 this morning. And that really was the peak of it across West Michigan. Taking a look at that video that we saw earlier this morning, you can see right around 5 a.m. that's when it really started to get going. At least you could see in the top left part of the moon. That's when it started to, at least the shadow was getting closer on moon's surface from Earth's shadow. And then by the time we get to about 6:40, that's when the peak was, and that's when the moon turned really vibrant red. But that's also when we contended with a lot of cloud cover, unfortunately. So the moon was kind of playing peekaboo with us. It wasn't completely clear as the totality was occurring, but still we did see at least some cool color even in person, but it was best viewed for sure on the camera. Now, not only that, it was also March's full moon, and it peaked, like I said, right around 6:37 this morning. And the moon, as we speak, is now setting. So the full moon is now setting along with that lunar eclipse that we saw across West Michigan. So what is a lunar eclipse? Taking a look at the details on how that forms. First, you need the Earth to be in between the sun and the moon. And as the moon goes behind the Earth, that shadow casts upon the moon itself. So the sunlight gets into Earth's atmosphere. It scatters all the blue light, leaving just the red light remaining. And what that does is that allows that moon, as it moves into the Earth's umbra or the shadow, to turn red across the moon's surface. So some pretty cool science stuff there. Now, thankfully, we still have a few more events this month for astronomy. We have the morning trio, which occurs the 14th through the 18th, where the moon, Mars, and Mercury will be aligned, and then the zodiacal light, which occurs March 10th through the 25th, where there will be a faint glow, a triangular glow in the western horizon just around sunset. So that'll be some cool stuff as well. But today's lunar eclipse was the last lunar eclipse we will be seeing until June of 2029. So just over 3 years from now, Emily.
Colton, really cool stuff. And I know people love to see this stuff too. Now, I was saying, hey, Colton was the one that was live in Muskegon, getting to see it, the real thing in person. But it sounds like you're saying we maybe had the better view seeing it through our cameras. Is that how that works?
Yeah, a lot of times with these type of events, it's easier to see them through your camera. And that was definitely the case today, especially with all the cloud cover that we did see across West Michigan.
Well, even if you didn't get to see all the action, I know you talked about that peak right around 6:37. There was still just a really cool full moon out there, kind of unique one as well. Can you talk about that a little bit, Colton?
Yeah, the moon looked pretty cool really since like earlier this morning, all night long. It was super vibrant. It was a very bright moon overnight tonight, or last night, because of that full moon. And then once you got closer to about 5 a.m., that's when the shadow was starting to go on moon's surface. And then by 6:40, like you mentioned, it was in totality where the moon was completely red. But unfortunately, those clouds did move in and kind of obscured it a little bit.
Yeah, we were definitely seeing the back and forth of the moon, but hey, it really worked out that at the right time, we were able to get that cool view. Colton, thanks so much for being out in Muskegon and breaking down exactly what we're seeing in the sky today. Great stuff.